Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations of Travel coming to you live today, obviously, from Magic Kingdom. Timed out nicely, figured we'd get things started with the Adventure Friends Cavalcade, which comes right down Main Street. I was really excited when I got that spot up at the train station, and then as they were setting things up, I was like, oh, they don't go around the little hub there, so I had to go down to get a better view, but still really, really cool. Fun to see the characters to start your day. But how's everyone doing? It's a beautiful day here. Magic Kingdom. It's a little warm, it's a little humid, but it's May in Florida, so what do you expect? It's gonna be hot going forward. So let me catch up on a few comments. I saw some highs here. Hi, Jack. Hi, Helen. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, I know. I understand the... I used to be in that situation too, watching these live streams, thinking, oh, if I could only be there. But I am hopefully bringing some Disney magic into your day so you can live vicariously for about an hour here. So we're obviously going to take a walk around Magic Kingdom today. I'm not here for any particular reason, really, aside from the fact that we haven't been here in a while. So I've actually only been to Magic Kingdom once this year prior to today. And our last live stream, believe it or not, was Christmas Eve. So it's been a long time since we got out here. So I figured, I was looking over the schedule, the videos we've done, and realized, oh, we got to get out to Magic Kingdom. It's been too long. See, we've got the marching band coming out right now. Hi, Chris. Check out the marching band for a minute here. Hopefully they don't play anything that's going to shut down the live stream. Usually it's only Elsa that gives us that issue. Chris asked if I am petitioning a town hall for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party dates and tickets. Not yet, Chris, but soon. So I love to share things like that because those are the types of things at the Main Street Philharmonic, even the Adventure Friends Cavalcade at the start of today's video. Those are the types of things that when you're here on a vacation, I know, like, when I used to vacation here, I would miss those sorts of things because I would be rushing, you know, getting in, rope drop, rush into every attraction to make sure I could do everything probably twice. So it's nice to take things slow every now and then and see things like that, like the Main Street Philharmonic, like the Adventure Friends Cavalcade. But also, you know, live streaming, standing in direct sunlight in May in Florida tends to melt phones, so can't do that for too long. Looks like we got a long line for the spring roll cart here. Oh, I hear some Encanto going behind me now from the band. Excuse me. So the spring rolls right now, of course, have the cheeseburger spring rolls and pepperoni pizza spring rolls. Very popular snack here at Magic Kingdom. We're going to start off in Adventureland as we make our way around the park. By the way, speaking of Disney World snacks, quick plug for our podcast, the Parks and Passports podcast. We just wrapped up our Snack Madness tournament. I know it's May. That started in March. We only do episodes every 2 weeks. It took a while. But we crowned the #1 Walt Disney World snack. And I think it's a worthy winner. It's a classic. We went with the Dole Whip. That is the winner of the tournament. What do you guys think? What is your opinion on the Dole Whip? What do you think is the best Walt Disney World snack? And again, the Parks and Passports podcast can be found on the Chip & Company podcast network, which can be found wherever you listen to your podcasts. And we release episodes every 2 weeks. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow morning. Keep an eye out for that. All right, we're coming through Adventureland here. Gotta pass the camel, make sure I don't get spit on. Sharon agrees with Dole Whip. I mean, there's probably things I prefer, but the Dole Whip is such a classic that I think it deserves to win. Especially since, and we talked about this too, the variations of Dole Whip. There's so many different options. My personal favorite is the classic pineapple swirled with the coconut soft serve over here at Aloha Isle.
Make sure you keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside, and be sure to watch your kids. Or as Ginny likes to say,
Oh man, that popcorn smell right now. If we were to do best theme park smells, it's that popcorn for me. That's the winner. Just classic Disney World popcorn. So I know I started our primary reason for being here today is really just because we haven't been here in so long. Again, our last live stream from here at Magic Kingdom was on Christmas Eve, which feels like forever ago now. But we do have some news to discuss from Magic Kingdom as well. And our first piece of news involves Pirates of the Caribbean, kind of. It involves this area, generally. So right across the way, we're going to have our Pirates-themed bar opening up later this year. We did learn that it is called Beak and Barrel. And there are all sorts of new details about it you can check out on chipandco.com. We learned of the new pirate character who is going to be the sort of the host. And I cannot remember her name at this point, but I do remember the name of her parrot sidekick Rummy, who will be featured in the bar as well. So I'm excited to check that out when it opens. Again, we don't have an opening date just yet. It'll be opening later this year. Excited to check that out. Speaking of Walt Disney World bars, this is not Magic Kingdom related, but reservations are now available for Geo 82, the new lounge over in Spaceship Earth. That'll be opening on June 4th. And I will be out there. I'm excited to check it out. Share my thoughts with you guys if you are not also getting out there as early as possible. We do have some more Magic Kingdom news to discuss as we make our way around. We'll get to that in a little while. Passing by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which the build-up for it felt like so long, and now it feels like it's been so long since this ride opened. And I think I've only been here like 3 times since this attraction opened, so it is, you forget how beautiful it is. It's so nice. As we come to the back of the park here, you'll see Big Thunder Mountain is closed right now. It is undergoing a pretty big renovation. So we're going to see some changes to Big Thunder Mountain when it reopens. I'm excited to see what these changes entail. I'm very curious. But again, Big Thunder Mountain currently closed right now. I expected to see that have a pretty big effect on the wait times, but wait times are really not that bad today. Now it's still early, it's not officially summer yet, but you know, we're approaching one of the busier seasons for Walt Disney World. It is a weekday, so I'm sure it's a little bit busier on the weekends, but yeah, as Sharon points out, it doesn't look too crowded. Yeah, it's really not too bad right now. I mean, we were making our way through Main Street right after the cavalcade, and then the Philharmonic came on, so that's where you'll see a lot of the crowds right now. Now they're going to be dispersing around the park a little bit more, but yeah, it's really not bad. And I was at Epcot this past weekend. It was also really not that crowded. But again, it's not officially summer yet. You still got some time for this busy season to pick up. Keep that in mind if you are visiting in the coming months. It will look busier than this. Got one of the Country Bears meeting and greeting over here. Like I said, our last live stream was on Christmas Eve. We watched the Christmas Eve parade from right over here. So it's been a real long time since we really made a full lap around the park. But again, with the wait times being relatively short, we might be able to ride something today. And by something, I do mean People Mover. Because there aren't too many great options for what we can ride that you'll actually be able to see. So I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Are you interested in taking a ride on the People Mover today? Or would you rather take our time and more saunter around the park a little bit longer? Let me know. You got time to let me know because we got to make our way all the way around to Tomorrowland. Yeah, as Helen points out, this time in May is usually a good time to visit. Kids are still in school for the most part, and so like I said, the summer hasn't officially started just yet. It'll be interesting to see how the beginning of summer looks this year. Not going to get into it too much right now, but obviously things are going to be a little bit different this year. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, it is a hot day here today. It's definitely been hotter, but it's very humid. It's a very sweaty day here in the Magic Kingdom. I do see the queue out here for Haunted Mansion. When I checked before we started today's video, it was a 40-minute posted wait time. Let's see what it's posted at right now. See the cast member with the sign out here for the start of the queue. Hard to tell. Looks like it says 45. Yeah, 45-minute posted wait time. Not bad. The queue looks longer than that, but these do move pretty quickly, and they rarely use the back portion of that queue these days. It's been a while since I've been on Haunted Mansion, and that is my favorite attraction in this park still, so I'm gonna have to change that pretty soon. Passing by the famed Tangled bathrooms into Fantasyland. I do see Helen said always up for the People Mover. That's me too. I am always up for the People Mover. Which, probably my second favorite attraction in this park, to be honest. I mean, Tron is great, but it's not the People Mover. Surprisingly not crowded back here in Fantasyland. This is usually a very busy area, but it's a Small World is closed right now, so that might have something to do with it. And actually only a 45-minute wait for Peter Pan's flight as well, which is usually one of the longer waits in the park. So really not bad. Molly says wander the park and end it with People Mover. I mean, yeah, we are gonna make our way around, and that we'll probably do People Mover and then make our way up to the castle to wrap things up. Hi, Randy. No worries. In fact, if anything, you set me up to let everyone know that these videos will remain available. So if you missed anything, you can always go back and watch it again. Now, I will say, too, actually, I should let you guys know, Facebook changed their policy recently, and it hasn't taken effect just yet, but I believe June 1st it will take effect. That live streams will only remain available on Facebook for 30 days after they happen. We're going to take a walk through New Fantasyland today, by the way. But we do put our replays over on our YouTube. So youtube.com/D2Travel. You can go back and check out all of our live stream replays. In fact, just today, I've started posting some Throwback Thursday stuff. So just went up on our YouTube again, youtube.com/D2Travel. You can check out the first live stream I did. Flying cart goes by. February, I don't remember the exact date, but 2019. The Epcot International Festival of the Arts. So if you're in the mood for some nostalgia after this, head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/D2Travel. Check out what Epcot was looking like back at the Festival of the Arts in 2019. Ooh, Molly, good question. What is your favorite ride in each land? Ooh. Hi, Tiara. Favorite ride in each land? Well, Haunted Mansion is like the only ride over there. So Haunted Mansion is the easy pick. That's also my favorite ride in the park, so that was already an easy pick anyway. Fantasyland. I mean, if we're going to count New Fantasyland as one, it's Seven Dwarfs. Tomorrowland's going to be the People Mover. And Adventureland is Pirates. It's actually not as hard as I thought it would be. And Main Street is the railroad. Well, unless you count Happily Ever After as an attraction, then it's that. Which actually, if that counts as an attraction, that's probably my favorite attraction in the park. Grab me a cinnamon roll from Gaston's, Randy says. I don't remember if I've ever actually tried it. I don't know. I think I did when I got LeFou's Brew for the first time. And I remember liking it. If it was the cinnamon roll that I got. I know I got LeFou's Brew and something. It was just, not as memorable as LeFou's Brew. Not that I love LeFou's Brew. It's just so unique that it stands out in my mind, as it does for so many people. All right, so I wanted to come over to Storybook Circus because, like I said, we have some more news to discuss for this park. May 27th, we'll kick off Cool Kids Summer here in Walt Disney World, and you're going to see some activities available all around all four parks. And here in Magic Kingdom, you're going to have Big Top Bash over here in Storybook Circus. I don't think they said specifically where. Now I'm a little bit curious about it. But it is going to be hosted by Pluto, and it'll be a dance party / circus act. So you're going to have jugglers, tightrope walker, things like that. So that sounds fun. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I just wanted to come back to Big Top Circus. We rarely come back here because there's not a whole lot that I would do back here. I mean, we rode Dumbo. Jeez, was that 2 years ago? Might have been. Maybe it was last year. I don't remember, but it's been a while. There are some more Cool Kids Summer news that we'll discuss as we get over to Tomorrowland. Oh, Molly says I would agree with all of those, but switch Mine Train with teacups. Fair. I'm not a fan of spinning, so the teacups are not a thing I do very often. But I get it, they're a classic. Everybody loves the teacups. Speaking of Mine Train. Coming past Speedway. I almost said Autopia. Thinking about Disneyland with the 70th anniversary celebration coming up next week, which we've been counting down every day. If you follow us, which you're watching on Facebook right now, so if you've been following along, you would have seen our daily countdowns. I'll give the best look at the teacups I can for you, Molly. You have a queue separating us here, but Hi, Amy. Molly says, I love a good spin. I used to, and then I got old. I can remember going on the Gravitron, that spaceship that spins you around. Now the thought of that just makes me sick. All right, so we're coming into Tomorrowland. Like I said, we have some more Cool Kids summer news to discuss. So we got the Big Top Bash over at Big Top Circus. And here in Tomorrowland, we're going to have the Galactic Blast, which will be a DJ dance party hosted by Stitch. And that'll be over on the Rocket Tower Plaza stage, which is right over by the entrance to the People Mover. And kind of near the entrance to Space Mountain as well. We also have some news, again, it's been a long time since we've been here, so we're catching up on a lot of news for Magic Kingdom, actually, regarding Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, which is going to be closing in August and opening again next year with some major updates. So you're going to have handheld blasters that are no longer going to be attached to the sort of bar in front of you, which will be really nice. There's going to be a new character, a new robot character named Buddy. And my favorite part, you're going to have new interactive targets, so you'll actually know when you're hitting something, which is really nice. So basically, it's going to be more like Astro Blasters over in Disneyland. But I have seen some video of the interactive targets, and they look really cool. So sort of next level. All right, so we're going to come around and we're going to get in line for People Mover. It's a very short wait right now, so let's go for it. By the way, the Astro Orbiter, another piece of news I forgot about, has been removed right now. It is being refurbished, so it's really weird. You got some construction machinery over here, and then you got nothing up top there. It's really weird to see. Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah, they like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Sorry, as soon as we stop moving in the queue here, I'll catch up on a few comments. Again, we are about to get on the People Mover. I do see, is it Natalie? Says, so lucky. Trust me, I know. I am very aware how lucky I am. Let's see. Amy loves the People Mover. Huron says, it's a really nice place. I wish I could visit this. Well, we know some travel advisors who can help make that a reality. Head over to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. Again, d2travel.com. Let one of our amazing advisors do all the heavy lifting for planning your Disney World trip at no additional cost to you. Here's a good look at Astro Orbiter up here, by the way, or the lack of Astro Orbiter. Let's see what else we have here. Molly says, People Mover is my number 3 behind Haunted Mansion and Big Thunder. Oh, I guess I didn't pick a Frontierland attraction, did I? Which I guess would be, well, I do really like Tiana's. But I think especially when Big Thunder reopens with the changes that they're going to be making, which again, I don't really know for sure what they're doing. I'm kind of just hoping they make it closer to Disneyland's Big Thunder Mountain. But yeah, that'll be my favorite in Frontierland. What else here? I think I'm all caught up. Yeah, People Mover is one of my favorites, really anywhere. And it's funny because it's just so simple. It's not an attraction people think of when they think of Walt Disney World, but I love it. I don't know.
This is the TTA's Blue Line, non-stop service around.
We're going to start moving up here again pretty soon. Hopefully we're getting the shade. So Astro Orbiter, obviously not happening right now. It's not there. And then Big Thunder Mountain also closed right now. And It's a Small World is closed today. And the wait times we've seen, really not that bad. We'll have to see what Space Mountain is posted at when we come around on the People Mover. But we saw 45 minutes for Haunted Mansion, 45 minutes for Peter Pan's Flight. And those are typically longer. Again, as Helen said, this is typically a good time of year to visit, right before we officially get into summer. When I talked about Cool Kids Summer, I don't know if I actually mentioned that it kicks off on May 27th. And again, you'll see offerings here at Magic Kingdom as well as all three of the other Walt Disney World parks. This summer, we're also going to have, for the first time in a while, both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon open at the same time. So it'll be nice to have both Walt Disney World water parks available. You'll also see the return of H2O Glow Nights over at Typhoon Lagoon, which if you have not done, highly recommended. If you're a fan of water parks, it is the best way you can experience that water park. And while we're still waiting here, I'll mention too, Walt Disney World has a new special ticket offer if you are a Florida resident. I know many of you watching right now, I heard Texas and some other places, but if any Florida residents are watching right now, there is the Summer Magic ticket available. 4 days, you get all 4 Walt Disney World parks for $60 a day. So $240 ticket for 4 days for Florida residents. That is a steal. And again, you can get in touch with a Destinations to Travel advisor to get yourself set up with that special ticket offer. You can do that by heading over to d2travel.com. That's d2travel.com. Or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. And we are about to get on the People Mover pretty soon here. I see guests queuing up for a character over there. I don't see a character out though, so maybe we'll see someone when we go on the People Mover, when we go over the top. Again, construction equipment over here for the Astro Orbiter, which is on top of the building here, or would be on top of the building. You can also just barely see the top of a crane right over there on the other side of the park. That I assume is there for the Big Thunder work, because there's not really anything else happening over there, so I'm guessing that's what that's for. There we go.
onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Cuida sus niños.
Thank you.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step to the car. Your safety, remain seated at all
All right.
times.
We're on the People Mover.
Legs and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey.
It's funny because I think we've only done 2 different attractions. Oh no, 3. We did do Jungle Cruise once. But we also did Dumbo once, and I think we've done the People Mover about 12 times.
Then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times.
And I do mean specifically during our live streams.
Legs and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and
Don't worry, I
close
have been on
automatically.
other attractions here at Magic
Enjoy
Kingdom.
your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias. Please step carefully onto the moving platforms, then step into the car.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
By the way, this is the Rocket Tower Plaza stage where the Galactic Blast will be happening during Cool Kids Summer.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Monarch 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
Very weird seeing no Astro Orbiter up there.
Please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
Hi, Bill. Bill also loves People Mover. I feel like Disney people love People Mover. If you've been here a dozen times or so, you love People Mover. It's kind of a requirement.
First up, Progress City. Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny People Mover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny ORAC. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer stars.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are 2 of the best tracks of the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
By the way, I know I said People Mover is my favorite in Tomorrowland. That's not to say that Tron is not great. It is a fantastic attraction. Highly recommend if you're a fan of roller coasters, obviously. If you're not, then probably not going to love it. But it is a great thrill ride and a great addition to Magic Kingdom.
Thank you.
All right. Get ready for darkness for the next couple minutes. Just enjoy the sounds of the People Mover and the screams of Space Mountain.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
Let relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy. The Coral Rooms of Pisces 7. You H2O it to yourself. Book today.
Made it.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Good look at Tron again.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
See if we can see what the wait time is for Space Mountain right now. There's no queue outside, which is a good sign. Typically means it's under an hour. Well, the theme of the day is 45 minutes. Feels like every big attraction is a 45-minute wait right now. Which, I mean, that's great. Not going to do much better than that. By the way, I should mention, too, while we're on here, hang on, I'll wait for
Walt
Orek.
Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
So one of the reasons that we have not been out to Magic Kingdom in so long, and actually to pretty much all the Disney parks in so long, is because we've been doing our Walt Disney World Resort Hotel Spotlight series. Let's see what character is out here. It's Stitch. Stitch meet and greeting down there. But we are getting out to every Walt Disney World Resort hotel this year. We've already been to quite a few of them. We just recently got out to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. So if you missed any of those live streams, you can go back on our Facebook and check them out. Or they are also on our YouTube channel. Again, youtube.com/D2Travel.
Calling all space rangers. Report to your Star Cruiser and join me on this daring space mission. I can see you on Earth.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us.
And again, Space Ranger Spin will be closing in August to undergo some major changes, so we'll be reopening next year. But if you are visiting late this year, just know that Space Ranger Spin will not be available.
Monsters Incorporated laugh floor.
Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or nine, take the time to see this show.
It has been quite a while since I've been to Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor,
Authority Station.
especially if you're not counting Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Has nearly come full plummet. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluded, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time.
Now is the best time
to go out and explore tomorrow. Today. See you in the future.
Randy says, so ready for your next resort showcase, or your resort showcase from the next resort on your list. I can go ahead and let everyone know we will be getting out to Disney's Riviera Resort next, which I know is Randy's home, more or less. So I do love Riviera. It's one of my favorites. Matter of fact, we recently posted a video on our YouTube channel, our top 5 Walt Disney World Resort hotel rooms. And you might see Riviera on that list, so you can go and check that out, again, on our YouTube channel.
Step on the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service.
Please keep arms and titty and other appendages away from the doors. And remain
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed our ride on the People Mover. We are going to head up towards the castle. I think
stepping away from the car.
the stage show is happening right now, which might make things a little bit difficult, but we'll get a nice view of the castle to wrap things up. Thank you. Helen agrees. Riviera is a beautiful resort. Like I said, we just got out to Caribbean Beach last weekend, so you can go and check that one out. We've also done Port Orleans, both Riverside and French Quarter, the All-Star Resorts, Pop Century, Art of Animation. I think that's everything we've done so far. But like I said, we'll be getting out to every Walt Disney World Resort hotel this year. So whichever one's your favorite, we'll be seeing it. Randy says we love Bay Lake Tower too. I do love Bay Lake Tower. That one's difficult to live stream. I know we'll be doing Contemporary for sure. Bay Lake Tower is part of Contemporary, but it's kind of hard to do both. And there's really not much to see if you're not actually staying at Bay Lake Tower. There's not much to see there. But we'll definitely get out to Contemporary for sure, and we'll get a good look at Bay Lake Tower. But like I said, we are going to head up towards Cinderella Castle as we get ready to wrap up today's live stream. And we are going to be busy next week because, like I said, the 70th anniversary, real quick, sorry, 30-minute wait for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. So shorter than the typical 45 minutes we've been seeing for just about everything else. But like I said, we're going to be busy next week. The 70th anniversary celebration for Disneyland kicks off on Friday, the 16th. And then we're going to continue our Walt Disney World Resort Hotel Spotlight. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Randy points out it's really nice to be able to watch Happily Ever After from your balcony. So the one time I ever stayed at Bay Lake Tower, which is amazing having that that theme park view. It was before the parks had reopened. It was 2020, and so there were no fireworks, unfortunately, so we didn't get to watch. But that theme park view from Bay Lake Tower is magical. It is really, really nice. I am someone who loves to, if I'm staying in a nice hotel, I love to just set up on either like on the balcony or just next to the window and just watch, just, you know, enjoy the view. If it has a nice view, of course, which Bay Lake Tower definitely does. There are also, even if you don't have the theme park view, but just looking out over Bay Lake, it's also very nice. All right, we do have the Friendship Fair happening over here, but I think we should be past Elsa, hopefully. Oh, no, maybe not. Looks like we got Tangled happening right now. All right, we're going to head towards Main Street and wrap things up with a farther away look at Cinderella Castle. Those of you who are new to these videos, Elsa is my rival, basically. If you are over there when she is singing Let It Go, the live stream is done. Elsa has decided it is over. So we got to keep our distance from Elsa. Which is ironic because I do love Frozen. So. And this show is a lot of fun. I do recommend checking it out. If you're somebody who wants to come see characters when you're in a Disney park, and a lot of people do, it is definitely worth checking out. All right, so we are just gonna get set up somewhere on Main Street with a view of the castle, and we'll wrap things up here. So in the meantime, I will say thank you again, everybody, for joining me today for a walk around Magic Kingdom. Hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, we'll have more coming next weekend with Disneyland, as well as our Walt Disney World Resort Hotel Spotlight series. And as always, if you would like to book your next Disney vacation, head over to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. Let one of our amazing advisors do all the heavy lifting for you. Planning a Walt Disney World Resort vacation specifically is really not easy these days. So why do that work yourself? Use one of our amazing advisors, like Helen, who's been in here all day. It's no additional cost to you, so it's a no-brainer. Helen and all of our amazing advisors will do all of that work and make sure you have the best possible vacation. So again, d2travel.com, or you can send us an email at info@d2travel.com. That's d2travel.com. But that is going to do it for us today. Well, I'm in the way of one of the Main Street vehicles. Can't think of a better way to wrap things up. So thanks again, everyone, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.